Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you guys are here with me and join me today. Today I wanted to touch on a topic that stems from an unavoidable subject, which is love. Love is something that's very important. It's going to be in and out of our lives, all lives. Everything starts with love, you know what I mean? And one thing that comes with love is detaching from love, moving on from love when it's not serving you anymore, because love can come in different forms. Sometimes it's very one-sided. People can have different intentions to loving you, and sometimes you just got to get up and go. I know it's a part of life, moving on from a breakup and all of that. It's inevitable. People will always change. People will always, people will never basically be satisfied until you meet that person who really wants to ride for you and wants to nurture you and wants to basically build with you no matter what. But yeah, I'm here basically to just give you guys some advice on how to move on from a breakup, especially because I recently have. And I'm kind of surprised in how well I'm doing, because I've seen others just drown and be in stagnant energy, and I just felt like releasing this because it's what's gonna help you guys. So before we, continue with this video, please give me a subscribe, give me a thumb up, because I really like helping you guys, and I love letting people see things in different light, and I like giving people other perspectives, or just helping people live better, basically. I feel like that's one of my purposes here, feel me? Like, I don't feel good if I'm not helping someone. So, join the fam, join the squad, give me a thumb up, subscribe, feel me? You welcome. So, moving on from a breakup. My first things first. What I'm gonna really tell you is there's work to do. There's work to do. You can't just go on thinking shit sweet. Like, you gotta, just the same energy you put into that relationship to maintain it or to enter it is the same type of energy you're gonna have to put in to detach and move on. You can't just go thinking that as days go by, you're gonna be fine, everything gonna be great. No. You gotta put in the energy to yourself, to your inner self, to basically heal and move on from that. Because you are gonna have way better loves coming soon. And I don't want your past basically defining who you are as a person. Because some people tend to take advantage of people who vibrate low, because they're needing of something, of love or an emotional connection. And I don't want that to be nobody. I feel like everyone should be in their own power. So the first thing you need to do is understand that there's work to do. And be okay with it, be accepting of it, because you're going to be working for you. What's wrong with that? You're going to be helping you. So, grieve. You lost someone you thought you were going to do everything with, and it was out of your control. Because you can't really control how people are, how they think, what they do. All you can do is control your reaction. It got dumb dark for a minute. All you can do is control your reaction and how you perceiving it, and understand that you're not in control of everything. Sometimes things happen that you just can't fix, but you just gotta get up and go. And betrayal, lies, true colors, they showed themselves, and things happen. Shit turned left, feel me? So you gotta basically understand that and understand your feelings and go through your feelings. Don't just distract them. You need to understand your feelings and grieve. It's like basically you losing someone that you was really close to, who you let in very much. So you have to grieve and understand that grieving is okay. Being sad and mad and angry, upset, it's okay. But what you're not about to do is ignore your feelings. That's the number one advice I give you: to grieve. Feel yourself. Like, understand your feelings, and you're not wrong, you're not bad, feel me? Like, it's feelings, and nurture your feelings. Another advice I'd give you would be to reclaim your identity. Literally, when you're in a relationship for so long, it becomes a strong sense of who you are, and that can end up taking a piece of you without you even knowing. Like, you do things here and there to keep the other person happy, and that only goes so far, because people are never satisfied, as I said. Like, you can do so much to put your feelings aside, or do so much to continue the relationship, but that only goes so far when it's one-sided. When the other person not working for it, when it's not even 50-50, when it's not 100-100, what the fuck is there to do? But literally reclaim your power reclaim your identity and who you are before you met that person. That person who didn't have to hide their feelings, who didn't have to hide a certain part of themselves. Feel me? Let's see. I did write some things down because I did have to revisit my past for this video, because I needed to really put step by step what I did so I can make sure I help you guys the best of my ability. You have to channel back to the person you were before the relationship. The worry-free person, the person who didn't need anyone else to survive. The person who didn't need to depend on anyone emotionally. You need to channel back to that person, whatever person that was before you entered that relationship. And I know you were worry-free. I know you were good. I know you didn't have another person to worry about. And when you got a whole other human to worry about, sometimes it's like a weight on your shoulders because they have the same needs you have. So it's like when you have the same needs they got and your needs are not even getting met, another one of my advices for moving on from a breakup would be to not suppress or distract your feelings. They will always resurface. You have to become aware of your feelings. And the reason why I say become aware of your feelings is you can't just distract your feelings, not with drugs, not with another human. You have to become aware of your feelings and where it stems from. That's your opportunity to heal. Once you are aware of your feelings, that's when you got the opportunity to heal them. Because you just got to stop yourself. If you're ever feeling a type of way, like, ooh, where's this sadness coming from? Where's this coming from? Like, it's coming from somewhere. And no one's going to help you get out of it if it's not you. Because 10 out of 10, it was you who put yourself in that situation. Or it was you who let it happen. Or let the thing go on. Feel me? You didn't stop the stagnant energy. Instead, you kept trying to fight until you just couldn't anymore. Drained all the living energy out of you. You feel me? And you can't suppress that. You can't hide that away. You can't distract that. Because it's not fair to you. So you gotta basically be aware of your feelings. That's my advice. Be aware of your feelings. Don't suppress them. Heal them. You just know that they're there and accept them. And heal yourself. I actually did post another video if you want. I'll leave it in the description somewhere below, but I did post another video on how to heal. Another advice from me would be that it's okay to go on yet still feeling glimpse feelings and thoughts. It's okay for time to pass by and you just still feeling the same thing. Like, it's normal. You went through a relationship, you put in your all, you was feeling certain things throughout that relationship that just made you get that adrenaline rush, that made you just feel great, and you don't have that anymore. So it's okay if little feelings here and there resurface. You're human, and that just means you got feelings. Congrats. But don't feel bad about that. Just understand that it's your time to heal. Be aware and heal. Another advice I'd give you would just be to define that relationship for what it is. Look at other relationships in your life that are healthy and functioning properly and find what it is that's missing. So it'll be easier for you to set your boundaries and understand what it is you seek for in a relationship before you enter. It's time to start building. It's time to start entering relationships with long-term hopes. You know what I mean? Once you do that, once you define that relationship and what it was, it's way easier for you to make sure you don't remain stuck in another one, because then you'll just see it. You're aware of the feelings, you're aware of the patterns, you're aware of what happened, and you healed from that. So you putting in the effort to heal from that, you're gonna make sure you don't go through that again. It's like the brain as a sponge picks it up and they don't want to go through that again. It's like, oh, we was taught not to feel this way. We was taught that this is bad, and look, it's happening again. So we out. Another advice would be forgive that person and then yourself. And I don't mean physically, but mentally and energetically. You don't gotta go up to nobody who's in your past now and tell them, hey, I'm sorry, this and that. No, energy is real. And all you gotta do is just say it by mind. Both you and that person will feel it. Forgive yourself. Because it was you who maintained that emotional connection. It was you who kept pushing towards that, who kept trying to make it work while the other one was just sitting on his ass, her ass, not doing nothing. Like, it was you who tried to continue that on. So let's take this moment to just forgive yourself for what you let happen and for what you let go by. And then forgive that person also for just not knowing any better, just not knowing how to deal, or just not knowing anything. Just forgive that person. But mostly, What matters is that you forgive you. Now, another thing, you gotta stop sharing dead energy with others. That it's not good. Nobody will truly know what you went through because they're not you. Nobody's ever gonna really know what you went through because they're not you. They're not gonna understand the lack of love you went through, the shame you're going through because of it, and the end results, the guilt that you carry. No one's gonna really know that because no one at the end of the day was really there for you. 1, 2, 3, seeing the whole relationship. Nobody was there but you. So, and on top of that, even if you was to tell somebody else about it or explain or vent, whatever the case is, ego gets in the way of you explaining yourself. So you're always going to explain it in a way where you just are right. And it's not going to help you grow. You're just going to continue being stuck in stagnant energy because no one's going to really tell you things that help you grow. Because you're just always telling your story on your side. And listen, I believe that there's always 3 sides to every story. Yours, theirs, and God's. Gather every single feeling you're feeling that is not stemming from you, but is stemming from that relationship that has kept you stuck and stagnant. Get into a meditative state, close your eyes and breathe, and just look at all those clips like a damn movie tape, and just look at them go by, and pick out scene by scene that you want to heal from, and be the person who's there for you. And then when you're in that meditative state and you just gathering all those feelings, you can cry, because I know it hurt. You could cry, you could get mad. Feel those feelings, bro. Feel those feelings, bro. And understand that it doesn't stem from you. It stems from what that person did. What that person made you feel. And you wasn't feeling that way before you met that person. So channel back to that person who you was before you met that person. That's what you gotta do. And then throughout that meditation, just remind yourself that there's only growth that stems from this. You're in a state of healing, and it may take very long. Another thing, you need to be patient with yourself. This shit don't take 1, 2, 3 days, bro. It could take years, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you good. Everyone has their own pace, their own journey, the way they handle things. Like, you're not wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. You're gonna have to just take your time, be patient and persistent. Time does not heal your traumas. Time does not heal the bad things you went through. It's what you do with it within that time that helps you heal. Whether it's helping, whether it's like reclaiming your power, your identity, talking to yourself the way that you wish he or she would have talked to you. Nurturing yourself. Because if you ever leave that job up to somebody else, you're going to be running through life just looking for love. Running through life just looking for validation. Running through life just looking for recognition or someone just seeing your worth. See the worth within yourself. Don't leave that up to nobody. And mind you, if somebody comes along and does all of that for you, that's a bonus, bro. It's a plus. Because then you already got yourself and you got someone else who's doing the same thing on top of the world. So imagine, like, start healing. Start doing what you got to do for you. Whether it's emotionally, physically, no one's going to do it if it's not you, honey. You attract what you are. So imagine if you heal. Imagine if you healed, if you were healed, if you were walking healed energy whose past doesn't define them. Imagine that. You're only going to be attracting that. You meet people who mirror you in a way. You meet people who resemble you in ways. And that's just the universe's way of saying, hey, either wake up or hey, step into your power. Literally. You attract what you are in this life. So if you're broken, you're going to meet broken. If you're healed, you're going to meet healed. So why don't you put in the work for yourself? Because it'll be the best type of work you can ever do. Because it literally defines your future. If you healed yourself, you'll have a healed person next to you who nurtures you and wants to love you for you and wants to build with you. And if you're broken, you're going to be continuing to have to heal others without even healing yourself. And that's not fair to you or that other person. So if I was you, I'd heal today. Heal today. And I have another video. It'll probably be in the end of this video. You can click it and go check it out as well. But I taught you guys how to heal. So I hope that you guys gained a lot of knowledge from this. And I hope that I was able to help you in the best way. Thank you for watching.